We'll wait just a couple minutes before we get started. You know, today we're going to be reviewing for our test, which is on Thursday.
Yes.
Okay? Hello. Okay, guys, we can go ahead and get started, okay? Like I said, today we're going to be reviewing for our test, which is going to be on Thursday. And remember, we covered sections 2.6 and sections 4.1. So that's what we're going to be reviewing today, okay? Who can tell me what we went over? 2.6 and 4.1, the last class. Who can tell me what we did? We did functions. We found the inverses. That was in section 4.1. In sections 2.6, these are the things that we're going to be covering today. We're doing section 2.6 and 4.1. Okay? And this is going to serve as our review. So the very first thing that we did was we talked about operations on functions, okay? And what that covered was, remember we learned how to find the sum, the difference, the product, and the quotient, okay? Also, we worked with composition of functions. And what went on with that was, you know how we substituted one function into another function, we placed it in there, and then we found a result from that. And then we also evaluated some of those functions as we went along. And the last couple things that we did, one thing was we verified inverses. This is from section 4.1. And we found the inverses. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be reviewing that. And I have one thing that we didn't necessarily spend time with doing on last class on Thursday. So today I have one other thing to add in there. It's something that you guys probably will breeze right through. So don't panic thinking, oh, I don't know that. If you understood what we did when we used the operations on functions and when we did composition of functions, you should be fine. Okay? Let's go ahead and start working some problems. I have a series of problems that I want to go through with you, and you know, as we go along, you know how I ask if you have any questions or anything like that, you can let me know at that time. Here we go. Starting with our first question. Here's our first example. Okay, our example 1, we are, say for instance you're given the function f of x is equal to x squared plus 5x plus 6, and the function g of x is equal to x plus 2. We're going to go through all of the different operations that I named a few minutes ago and the ones that we did on Thursday, okay? That was finding the sum, the difference, the product, and the quotient. As I go along, this first go around, I'm going to write it out and show you guys what it should look like. And then after that, because this is a review, after that we're going to keep going, and I'll just say, okay, we're going to do the sum. I'm not going to keep writing it, so make sure you take notes of this, okay? Here we go. When we're trying to find the sum, I'll put that over it. What you're doing is taking f of x, and you're just adding it to g of x, right guys? Isn't that what we did? So what I'm going to do here is I know that f of x is x squared plus 5x plus 6. And I know that g of x is x plus 2. Okay? So I'm going to just kind of group them in their own separate parentheses so I can show you that I'm adding those two functions, okay? Next, I'm just going to drop my parentheses like this and combine my like terms, because that's all you do when you're finding the sum. Okay? You're just combining like terms, then you're finished. If you're not asked to evaluate anything, you stop at that point. So right here, do I have anything to combine with x squared? With x squared? X squared doesn't have anything to combine with it. There's not a like term in there that would go with it. So I'll just bring my x squared down. What about with 5x? I can combine x with that. So 5x plus 1x gives me what? Okay, so that's plus 6x. Let me erase this a little bit. All right, so I'm going to mark through those. I've used them. Now I have 6 plus 2. Only thing left, so that's 8, right? So my answer for the sum will just be x squared plus 6x plus 8. Correct? All right, do I have any questions about the sum? Are we okay with that? All we're doing is adding. All we're doing is adding. That's the sum. Okay, let's find the difference. What does finding the difference mean? I'm going to subtract. Okay? So I have f of x minus g of x here. Okay? That's all you're doing. You're taking the f of x function and subtracting the g of x function from it. Okay? F of x once again is, I'm going to move this up here. Let me move it up top so you guys in the back can see. F of x is x squared plus 5x plus 6 minus g of x is x plus 2, right? Okay? All I've done is put my functions up there. I'm going to subtract. Unlike over here when I found the sum, because we're doing the difference and because we have this minus sign right here, I need to do what with that? I need to distribute that, okay? I can't just drop my parentheses and bring that down. So this sign, just look at it as if it were a understood one there, because it is. You're going to apply your distributive property there and there. I'm going to drop this set of parentheses so it becomes x squared plus 5x plus 6, then minus x minus 2, right? Okay? Now I can go and combine my like terms, and I'm finished with this one, okay? So this is going to be x squared. I'll combine this with that. So that's like saying 5x minus x, right? So what is that going to be? Okay, plus 4x. And then I have 6 minus 2, which is going to give me what? Am I finished? I am. This is my answer. Any questions about finding the difference? Guys, make sure you pay attention to that sign right there in the middle when we're finding the difference, because that's where a lot of students tend to make mistakes. They don't distribute that sign. And if you don't, you know you're going to have something added or subtracted incorrectly, going to give you the wrong number or value there, and you'll end up missing that, okay? So make sure you pay attention to that sign. Next, we're going to find the product. Going to find the product. When it comes to finding the product, we're doing what? Multiplying. So I'm going to take these two functions here, f of x, and I'll multiply it times g of x. Okay? Once again, I'm using the same functions here to do this. So I have x squared. Let me just put my parentheses around that. X squared plus 5x plus 6 times x plus 2. Okay? I have x squared plus 5x plus 6 times x plus 2. Who would like to share with me what you think I should do to multiply? Or what would be an easier way, or something that you understand? Distribute? Is that what you're saying, Mateo? All right, so look, what I'm going to do is, the distributive property tells you to take each one of these terms here and multiply it by every term in there. So watch what I do. I'm going to take x, and that x comes from right here, okay? And I'm going to multiply this x by x squared plus 5x plus 6. Then I'm going to take positive 2 and multiply it by everything also. Okay? So that's x squared plus 5x plus 6. Okay? So now let's do our distributive property here. Multiplying every single item in there by x. So that gives me x cubed plus 5x squared plus 6x. I'm going to keep moving. Apply your distributive property here. That's going to be 2x squared plus 10x plus 12. Okay? And what's the last thing I need to do here? I need to combine my like terms because I'm not finished yet, okay? Hope you guys can see this in the back. Can you guys see this? Can you? Okay. All right, so do I have anything to combine with x cubed? No, so I'm going to bring it down. What about with 5x squared? I have the 2x squared, right? They're both positive, so I'm just going to add plus 7x squared, right? Then I have 6x plus 10x, which gives me what? 16x plus 12. Am I finished now? Okay, I almost ran out of space. I hope you guys can see that. I put 2. You know, I was thinking 2 and saying 12. So it's plus 12, guys. Thank you, Jerry. So x cubed plus 7x squared plus 16x plus 12 is what you're going to get right there when you find the product. Does everyone understand that? Do you understand how I multiplied right there? Any questions so far? All right. See, someone's still writing, so I'll wait just a minute. So that's how you find the sum, difference, and product. We have one more to go using these two functions, and that's going to be the quotient. What does quotient mean? We're going to divide.
So all of this is operations of functions?
It is. When I switch it and start doing something else, I'll let you know that we've moved on. All right. All right, so we're finding the quotient now, which means that we're going to divide. So that means that I'm going to use this space right here because I'm running out. You'll take f of x and divide it by g of x, okay? And you know g of x cannot equal 0. So if we need to make that connection right there, we will. So our f of x function here is, one more time, x squared plus 5x plus 6. And we're dividing it by x plus 2. What can we do right there, guys? Because when I look at this right now, I can't do anything to it other than just leave it there. But there is something else that can be done with this. What can we do? Help Courtney out. Do what? Simplify. How can we simplify? We can factor. That's right, Denise. We're going to factor this, okay? We have x squared plus 5x plus 6. Let's see what our factors here will be. You guys remember how to factor? I know you do. Right? You know we have x and x. What are some factors of positive 6 right here that we can use and multiply them together and get 6, but add them together to get this 5 right here?
X plus 2 and
X plus 2 and x plus 3, right?
Yeah.
All right, good, guys. So see, you remember how to factor. Okay? So now what can I do? Cancel out the x plus 2, right? Okay, so I'm left with x plus 3 as my answer, but I also have to go in here and say that x cannot equal what?
0.
It can't equal 0, but what will make it 0 right here?
X plus 3. I mean negative 2.
-2, okay? Because if x were -2, if we put a -2 in this quotient right here, we would get a 0 in our denominator. We can't have that because it makes the function undefined, right? So we have this, we have to take in consideration this x right here. So the answer is x plus 3 when x is not equal -2. Okay? I'll put a comma in there and separate that. X can't equal -2 because we can't get a 0 in that denominator. Okay? Any questions? That was pretty simple, wasn't it? All we did was add, subtract, multiply, and divide. I'm going to go over here and erase a little bit and see how much of the other things that you guys remember. Any questions before I erase this? Okay. F of x is equal to x squared plus x, and g of x is equal to 9x. Kept it simple for you, because I want to make sure you understand the concept. So I want you to find the sum, the difference, the product, and the quotient. You guys remember what to do? Good. Are you multiplying? You're substituting that in there, right? Yeah, you don't need to substitute. Oh, you have that x right there. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Which one?
The product, I don't know, like,
Are you going to distribute it? What'd you do?
I don't know if I'm supposed to just distribute the 9x.
Yeah, take the whole 9x and multiply it by each thing.
Okay.
You got it? Let's see. Okay. Good. Is it working out for you? Okay. Wow, he has paper out. You working it? That's why you're in class, paying attention to the review.
To the review.
You got it, Justin?
To the review.
You know we're having a test Thursday. You got it, Marlon? You doing okay, Kayla? You have it? Let me see. That's right. That's right. Can you subtract it? That's right. You're good. You're good. I hear you, D'Angela. You got it, Akila? Okay, good. What's that gonna be? Right there. What'd you say? Okay, that's right. So is it working out for you? Which one, the quotient? I have something else that I want to show you, but I'm going to wait and do that toward the end, okay? There's one other thing that I want to add in here that I haven't done yet. I'll do that at the end. I have something for you, so let me see. what I want to do. Who wants to be a group captain or a group leader or something? You'll be one, Jarian? Thank you. Courtney? I need 2 more, because we can make them smaller groups, okay? Mateo, don't you want to be a group leader? And Deontay, since you're sitting in the front, you can be one, right? Sure. How do you want to? So guys, these are your group leaders. Let me see, I want to pick your people on. Let me see how many people we have today. $21. So we have 4. We can get at least 5 people. Why don't we do these 5 right here? It's nothing difficult, guys. You can do it.
Team black.
The 5 back there. Kayla, you want to work with them? The 5 back there. You're in Courtney. Oh, you guys, the ones that worked in the group the last time, you can work with your last partners if you want to. You want to do that? Who were you with last time, Jory?
I ain't make the class.
You didn't make the class. Well, you want to work with these ladies over here?
Yeah, we are.
All right. And you guys want to work with your same people too? Yeah, get in the group, and I have something for you, okay? All right, this activity has 10 questions on there, okay? Why are you guys looking like that over there? Kayla, come work with these ladies up here, okay? Will that make you feel better? Will you be okay? You okay back there?
We don't have enough people around me.
You won't have enough? I was gonna switch around. I'll come back there and check on you, okay, Kayla? There you go, ladies. Pass one over for me. How many's over there? I'm about to burn up. Are you guys gonna work together over here? You will? All right. Because her partner's not here today. Yours is not here either.
Friday.
That's okay. Talk to me after class. I'll do it.
Bring Thursday. Bring Thursday.
You can't. Just remind me after class, and I'll make sure I set up a time with you, okay? There you go. If you take one and pass it back, I'd appreciate it. I know, that's okay. All right, turn around. Act like you guys want to work together. It is, but it's a practice for you today. You guys don't want to turn around and bond and work together? This is group. Turn around, Brooklyn. Slide on up here and work with.
I didn't know you were talking to me.
I was just talking to the group because you guys are kind of looking disconnected back here. Mr. Carter, you gonna work with them? All right, slide over a little bit and let him slide up here with you guys. That's okay. It is hot, isn't it? Whew. Hold on, D'Angelo.
You on camera.
Say something crazy. What's wrong, D'Angelo?
This our study guide.
That's it.
We all.
So we taking this with us.
You're gonna take it with you.
Listen, Pete, man, we all, Hey, look,
D'Angelo, you weren't paying attention while we were going over this.
it was so overwhelmed. I'm like,
D'Angelo, you have to pay attention now. And then, another thing that helps when you write notes. You can look, I'm sweating. Do I look like I'm crying?
it's okay.
Be quiet. Because I'm trying to make sure you guys get this. How are you guys doing? Do you remember what to do?
I think so.
All right, good then. Are you guys good over here? Have a question, Mateo? Let me see. Find the inverse. Just change that to inverse function notation because you replace f of x with y, right? Let me see. You replace f of x with y, then you interchange them, then you solve for y. And so the last thing for you to do, I was trying to make sure I did that up there. Yeah. So the last thing for you to do is just change it to inverse function notation. That's fine. Okay? Yeah. Sure. You have a question, Justin? All right, I'll come to you next.
Wait, that one is right?
That's right.
Okay. For this one, do we have to do this part for this?
Say that one more time.
The F and G?
You need to do both to show it. Okay?
Where you get f minus 1x on parentheses x?
That's the inverse function notation. Okay? Did you miss that on Thursday? You weren't here Thursday? You sure weren't. So that's what we did. Did you? But yeah, that's what we did. That's what that means. Okay?
They gotta be the answer.
That's next week. Thanksgiving.
We coming Tuesday?
We come to class.
Miss Johnson, come on.
You know what? You're in college. You make that decision. I'll be here. That's right. How are you guys doing? You okay? Are you guys doing okay over here? Shaylin, you understand that? What we're doing? Okay.
Yeah, basically, you're gonna have to plug, like the F, G.
And then do the other one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So how's it coming over here with my disconnected group? Is it working out? Why'd you stop right there? You know you're gonna have to do the same thing that we did right there with that one that I started erasing. Okay, you just know it's a little longer, right? Okay. Are you getting that, Deontay?
It's the same problem.
Savante, Deontay, I'm sorry.
We'll do the same
Tay
problem.
Tay. Let me see. What's your question?
The same problem.
It is. Exact same one. So did you work it out and get the same thing? You did? And the next one works like it too. You do okay on that one? Yeah, that's right.